This is part 284C3M1B7C8E13C9C6D3P38D19D7b15. It's line 22f1fa19C3M1B7C8E13C9C6D3P38D19D7b15 Manganese Oxide Electrodes formula 5G Wow Seti. There's the alien radio signal, and I was working on this March the 15th, 2013. Today's May the 11th. Oh, so we have another long video. We're going to keep the data together. Experiment results. Create formula from the keywords found in data. Put in the next video. Communication signal, data device, and the well data. So we're still talking about communication signals. So it's Ti-sapphire laser, thin film beam splitters, passive optical network, radio frequency over glass was in the previous video line of data. Water vapor plasma glass surfaces, which was really interesting to read. So I'm going to Google this idea of keywords: radio frequency, glass, steam vapor, water vapor plasma treatment of glass surfaces, and then X-ray Photoemission Ois spectra. So quote PDF experiment results. There was a lot of them that came up, so there's at least 15 or more videos with this data, okay? And I still have to write down all the titles before I record them. So electrodes comprising mixed active particles. Abstract. Electrode active materials comprising two or more groups of particles having differing chemical compositions, wherein each group of particles comprises a material selected from materials of the formula. And there's a bunch of numbers there. Materials of the formula, more numbers, and A1, A2, A3, Li, Na, or K. M1 and M3 comprise transition metal, XY4 a phosphate or similar moiety, and ZaOH or halogen. In a preferred embodiment, A2EM3OG is A3HMNiO4, having an inner and outer region, wherein the inner region comprises a cubic spinel manganese oxide and the outer region comprises a manganese oxide enriched in Mn+4 relative to the inner region. In a preferred embodiment, the compositions also comprise a basic compound. So this went out 2006. It was published. Description: electrodes comprising mixed active particles. Field of the invention. This invention relates to electrode active materials, electrodes, and batteries. High particular. This invention relates to mixtures of or blends of various active materials. They comprise alkali metals, transition metals. So we're looking at transition metals to make a bendable exterior for the UFO spaceship, so that was interesting. Oxides, phosphates, or similar moieties, halogen or hydroxyl moieties, and combinations thereof. Background of the invention. A wide variety of electrochemical cells or batteries are known in the art. In general, batteries are evident that convert chemical energy into electrical energy by means of electrochemical oxide reduction reaction. Batteries are used in a wide variety of applications, particularly as a power source for devices that cannot practically be powered by centralized power generation sources, by commercial power plants using utility transmission lines. So A3HMNiO4, they're all in different spots. Has an inner and outer region, wherein the inner region comprises a cubic spinel manganese oxide. The outer region comprises a manganese oxide that is enriched in Mn+4 to the power of +4 relative to the inner region. Summary of the invention. The present invention provides a mixture or blends of electrode active materials comprising alkali metals, transition metals, and anions such as oxides, phosphates, or similar moieties, halogen or hydroxyl moieties, and combination thereof. That looks familiar. Such electrode active materials comprise groups of particles having different chemical compositions. This is repeating itself. We just read this. Okay, I'm going to skip over that because I already did it anyways. So M1 is the more metals comprising at least one metal which is capable of undergoing oxidation to a higher valence state, and OB3. M is one or more metals comprising at least one metal selected from the group consisting of Fe, Co, Ni, V, Zr, Ti, Mo, and Cr, and 1 less than F and less than 6. XY is selected from the group consisting. So there's a lot of letters and numbers here. which I don't feel like reading because I'm half asleep. I won't be copying and pasting this because all those little greater than signs, well, YouTube doesn't like them. It won't save the video if I put that in. So I'll just let you read it real slow. So electron neutrality of said compound in VI said material, the formula, and there's the same formula again, as the inner and outer region, wherein the inner region comprises a cubic spinel manganese oxide and the outer by the manganese restoration M4. So that's repeating itself again. They're talking about transmission metals from groups 4 to 11 of the periodic table, so that's interesting. Another preferred embodiment, M1, comprises at least one element from groups 4 to 11 of the periodic table, and at least one element from groups 2, 3, and 12 to 16 of the periodic table. Preferred embodiments include those where C equals 1, those where C equals 2, and those where C equals 3. Again, those are the numbers. Preferred embodiments for compounds having the formula. There's the formula there. Also include those having a structure similar to mineral olivine. Are those having a structure similar to nasicon and a superionic conductor materials here in nasicons. And another preferred embodiment, M comprises MoA+2 ion containing a A+4 oxidation state transition metal. Finally got through it. Sony Corporation, positive electrode and non-aqueous electrolyte cell, solid electrolyte cell, stabilized electrochemical cell, active materials, lithium containing phosphate active materials, cathode compositions, and use therefore peculiar electrochemical generators. So basically, you know, those little lithium batteries that are rechargeable batteries, we use them in our cordless phones, our cell phones, and in our cameras, digital cameras. So that's what they're talking about, these little batteries that they use. So that's google.com patents. There's the link there. April 28th. Oh, there we go. This is better. 2003. Let's do the formula. Okay. Passive optical network, radio frequency glass steam vapor, water vapor, plasma treatment of glass surfaces, plus X-ray Photoemission Ois spectra. Electrode active materials, 2 more groups, particles differ in chemical composition. And let's learn how to spell. Chemical compositions, plus group, particles, neutrinos, leptons, fermions, spin 3/4, colliding graphite, obsidian mirrors, and laser beams, ribbon, pencil, liquid argon gas, cooled plasma laser beams. Particles comprises materials selected, formula, I'm going to Google that, formula particles plus wavelength formulas in another video, which will be covered in the next 15 videos, okay? Transition metal, phosphate, moiety, halogen, inner region, cubic spinel manganese oxide Mn+4, plus basic compound electrodes, mixed active particles, Higgs field, electrode, active materials, batteries, alkali metals, transition metals, oxides, phosphates, moieties, halogen, hydroxyl moieties, combinations, electrochemical cells, batteries. Convert chemical energy, electrochemical oxidation, reduction reaction, batteries, variety, application, power source, devices, powered, centralized power generation sources. Commercial power plant, utility transmission lines. Cubic spinel manganese oxide, manganese oxide plus Mn to the power +4. Blends, electrode active materials, alkali metals, transition metals, anions, oxides, phosphates, similar moieties, halogen, hydroxyl moieties, combinations of electrode active materials, groups of particles, different chemical compositions, active material blend, 2 or more groups of particles, different chemical compositions, groups of particles and material, and then there's 4 different formulas there. Okay, so you need to read those. That will be copied and pasted into the video. Ka mixtures thereof, M1 plus metals, oxidation, higher valence state, cubic spinel manganese oxide, periodic table, mineral olivine structure, nasicon, and Na superionic conductor. M comprises ohm, A+2 ion containing an A+4 oxidation state transition metal. X-ray Photoemission Oil spectra plus water plus vapor plus long distance communication device formulas. Keyword formula from this PDF result experiment will be in the next video. There's all sorts of PDF results to look at. And I'll probably be making formulas from some of them. X-ray Photoemission Ois spectra plus water plus vapor. So I stuck those three together to see what I get. And it's going to, in regards to the long distance communication device formulas. Thank you for watching.